Good morning. Hopefully you survived the time change. I know, I'm on early. I have my reasons today. Shit happens is my reason today. How is everybody doing? Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Do. Hopefully you can hear me. Eagle lock picking. Good morning, good sir. How are you? So I had this lock. I've been trying to get it cleaned up a little bit because it's pretty gunky. What do you guys soak a lock in to get it cleaned up? I've had this soaking now for 2 days, 3 days in denatured alcohol. I don't know if that was a good call or not a good call. And then I thought I'd add some lock lube to it because, man, it is. Make everybody dizzy there above the camera. Because it is a goopy, stuck-up pig. So your drawing is closed out now, right there, Eagle? When does the drawing take place? Do tell. Oh, my word. Let's see here. Audio sounds good. Marvelous. Get over here. Let's see. Can I paste here? I know. You and the kitties. I'm sure he may come to visit. He's laying behind me in his bed with his, as he likes to call them, brothers. Here, let's just do this. Because I don't know if he's going to want to hop up and jump or not. There he is, hanging with his brothers, the two dogs, because he thinks he's a dog. Hey, Gizmo. Gizmo. Ornery dog, I tell you. Well, I think that denatured should be pretty decent for that, you would think, right? I don't know. We'll see what happened. I had it soaking, and I just gave it a shot of some lock lube, and we'll see, because I've got a bunch of these, and I have not been able to get those babies to budge. And good morning, Wild Billiam. How the heck are you? New toys. Been seeing these things advertised. I finally found some they had one on sale, so I thought I wanted to try this out. It's a screwdriver set. Look at all the various bits that come in there. You have 2 of those? Yeah. I'm amazed just how smooth that thing runs, which makes me wonder, how good are the teeth in it? So how well are they going to hold up and last? But see, all these handles are magnetic, so you can take it apart and extend it out, make it into a longer unit. I just sent one flying across the room, so I don't know where the heck it went. The joys of magnetism, right? Oh, my word. Yeah, I thought I'd try it out. It looked like it'd be a handy little screwdriver. So it showed up yesterday. Ratcheting screwdriver, reversible ratchet, and a ton of little bits in a really nice little case. Pretty affordable. Good morning, new house. Spicy Nug, how are you? That's going to go in my little tool case here for working on goodies. Check out the new mouse pad, you guys. Look at that one. I threw that different logo that I had on a mouse pad. So I got a couple of these in. And this is going to be, I have another one that is unopened. That's going to go in my giveaway. I need to work that up. Guys, I have surpassed 500 subscribers. Time for a giveaway. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a giveaway. It has been a zoo. Sorry, I haven't had time to get much done related to that, but I will. And I'll get something lined up. Good morning, Mr. Labs. How are you? Oh, heck, guys. That time change, I tell you. I had to start early because I'm going to have to drop early. I have to catch a plane today. I have to go out of town for work. So I thought I'd hop on a little bit early so I could drop off early. Told the wifey that we could go to lunch today, or breakfast, before I have to leave. Yeah. Thank you, new house. Appreciate that. Going to be putting together my little case of locks to take with me. I got to figure out what else I want to add into that lock bag. So something else I wanted to show off or talk about. Let's see what. Oh, good grief! I'm telling you, I threw my Greyhound warded lever. I wish I could find that lock to go with that case. That would be really, really cool. Anywho, so I had this one given to me by a local gentleman. Little Folsom State Prison lever lock, right? And it's okay. You know, I know it's a clone imitation jobby, but it's a neat little lock. And it works okay. And then I was sent this one. This one actually has the tags on it saying it's made in India. And what's interesting with this one, or not interesting with this one necessarily, but again, it works all right. Works all right. If you look at the keys on these two, they're pretty rude, crude looking keys. Oh yeah, made in India. This key will actually work this lock. And this key, I don't think it works this lock. I don't think it fits, so it doesn't turn. But the one key will work both locks. The other key will not. Well, then, the other day, my mother-in-law is like, hey, I've got a lock for you. And, you know, she felt really positive that it was an antique lock. I'm sure it's another India clone lock. Not an antique lock that she had found in a box somewhere. But look at the key on this one. This one's got a much better key, and it also is a much smoother action. And that was the other thing I was going to show. So if you look at the edges here, look at your seams and how this is built, right? It looks pretty crappy, pretty rough, right? Then you have this one, same thing, right? Just doesn't fit together real well. It doesn't look very good. Then you take this one. Look at the edge seams on this thing. This one is so much better built. It's crazy how much better this one is than the other one, than the other two, rather. Even the key going in and operating is smoother. I don't know if it's because of the size, because of it being smaller, but see, now I have 3 sizes of little lever locks, which is kind of cool. I don't care that they're clones. You know, they're still cool. They're neat. But it's just kind of amazing to me how much nicer built this one is than the other two. It's a very nice lock, actually. They did a very nice imitation job on it. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I gotta find him. Oh, I should just hang him up, but I don't know where I'm gonna hang him up yet, so we'll do that. Right? Depends on what time or what day of the week they decided to build it on. I don't know. But that one is way, way, way better built. I should do more playing with this set, but it just is not my go-to favorite set. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I didn't get the right tensioners at all. There. I didn't want those super skinnies. 26 thousandths of an inch tensioner. That's thin, dude. That is thin. Let's try that one. Depends on how drunk I was when I was looking at the lock, folks. I don't know either. Man, these locks, I'm telling you. I need to get one of these in somebody else's hands and see if they have any luck opening one. This Commando? Oh, yeah. Yep, several times over. It's a fun little lock. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm really kind of impressed with the little commando lock. Link is in the doobly-doo if anybody feels like joining. If you know where that comment comes from. Doobly-doo. You're funny. No, today's not going to open. There it is. There's the commando. Nice lock. I like it. It's got decent feedback in there picking it. It's a fun lock. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on some more commandos. I likes it a lot. But this one, and I can't say this one, all of these doggone Corbins that I got, I get nothing. I don't feel a thing in there, but they look like they operate. I mean, the pins all move. I can reach in and I can, without any tension on it, I can run the pins. But it's just when I'm doing it, I can't feel anything set. It's just weird. I mean, there is nothing. And that core, man, that core is just rock solid. I mean, it doesn't move at all. At all. So I don't know what to make of those locks. I just don't know what to do with those. I don't know. It's because he's banned you, Newhouse. You just aren't aware of it yet. You've been blocked. Oh my gosh. Oh man. If I wasn't traveling for work, I would join you for a drinking alive. But that would be a rough one on me, I believe. Let's see. What else shall we dig out? Oh, I gotta figure out what all I want to take with me to the box. Drinking buddy, that's funny. I haven't been able to get that 1100 open either. It's driving me a little bit nuts. Grab him. My goodness, what a mess. This bag just holds too many locks, I'm telling you what. That's my Harbor Freight bag, and it's pretty cool. I gotta say, I do like it. So let's dig out of here. Let's go to this kit for a bit. Let's try the McStinkler. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on these locks or these picks yet. Good morning, Mr. Sushi. We were just talking about one of these Corbins. I've had this thing soaking for like 3 days in denatured alcohol to try and loosen things up on that one because I can't get anywhere with that lock. It's driving me nuts, man. I get absolute zero feedback out of that thing. I can't feel a single pin set, nothing. Wow. This one here, unfortunately, I've kind of wallowed this poor lock out. Mainly because you got to put a lot of tension on this thing to pick it. Yeah. I need different tension wrenches too. Helps with that one. I thought I'd play with these covert instruments set that I got a little bit today. See if I can open anything with them. I don't know. I have mixed feelings on those picks. They're okay. They're nice. I have them available if you would like one. Reach out to me there, Mr. G Keyman. Be happy to send you one. I have some regular Corbin labeled, and I have some CCL, Corbin cabinet lock variants. I have 8 of them in total. No keys for any of them, just saying. The Joker is in the house. How are ya? Yeah. I had to start early, guys. Sorry. Because I got to drop early. So I got to get finish packing, and I told I'd take the wife to breakfast before she takes me to the airport because I got to fly out today for work for a couple days. Pretty short trip, but you know, it's a trip. I don't know. I just am not a fan of these picks that much. With them not full metal tang, they just don't have the feedback that I get out of others. Some with, some without keys. Yeah, it would have been nice to have had keys for at least one of these to be able to check them out, but the whole box the guy had, he didn't have any keys for any of them. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, what I can soak them in, because they're all the same way. I don't know. Maybe you've got a bunch of them and you've picked them. What can you tell me about it? So like I said, I put something in there and I feel nothing. I don't get any feedback from a single pin in this thing. It's like I can't even budge them. I am marvelous, ma'am. Simply marvelous today. I should show where we're at today. If you have not gotten your entries in, is the final day for my giveaway entry, mine and Runesmith's. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Over here. Let me get signed in here and I'll show you where the entry list. See who all we have. Yeah, apparently, because man, like I said, I am just getting nothing for feedback out of those locks. They're driving me crazy. Driving me crazy, I tell you. Simply crazy. All right, let's get in here. Pardon the delay, folks. Entries. Get my entry doc up. And we will go over that. Trying to clean this Corbin lock up. Just trying to let it soak to see what I could get out of it. This one's been soaking in denatured alcohol for like 3 days now. All right. Here we are, folks. Here are the entries. And I listed out which image they received their entry for, because there are multiples, right? So we've got Chuck Soup, Mr. Labs, Left-Handed Rogue, Jeff and Things, Stealth Rogue, Roy's Picks, Da Joka, Barbecue Eddie, Grouchy Lenny, Broke Picks, Rusty Spoon, Crow Llama, Backstabber. The Joker's got in here twice. Grouchy Lenny, I believe he's in here twice. Brian Breaks Shit, got the second one. Rob Picks is in here. So we have 20 entries so far for the giveaway. I might have to order Houdini. I can't find any of it around here. So there you are. Those are the entries we have thus far for the giveaway. Today is the final day to get your entries in. So let's get after it. If you're thinking on it, get after it. That is for the Hellhound custom pick that Mr. Runesmith has made. He has been on fire. There's a video out there on my channel. You have to solve a riddle. I'll grab it. I'll throw a link to it in the chat. To the new one. We did first round we went for a week with a video. And then we pulled that video and released a second one. And put your brains to the test to see if you can answer it. Oh, good grief. What'd you do to me? All right, share. Let me copy the link. You got to be cool, though. You got to put your brain power on. If you can solve the image at the end of the video, you get an entry. We did a week with the first picture, and now it's the second one. It is a riddle entry giveaway. You watch that video, there's a riddle at the end of it. You have to solve said riddle. If you solve the riddle, you get an entry. There was the first image, and then you had a chance at a second one, which you could go through, and if you got both of them, you got 2 entries in the giveaway. That's why we have some duplicates. And I do believe that we were going to be able to work it out next weekend is when we will do the drawing. We'll get together and do a drawing video. And announce the winner. Hopefully I'll have my stuff by then, because I have some other stuff coming that'll be part of that package as well. I'm getting a case in that I will then laser engrave the Hellhound logo on to house the pretty logo pick. Got stickers, we got magnets. I do believe, Miss Sarah, you have a set of the sticker and magnets that were made for this. I had to buy like 10 of each, so I have a few extras. You have no brain. Yeah. Go see the wizard. Who's the wizard? It was kind of the way I felt with yours. I was like, oh crap, I didn't get his put in. I need to get that done. Well, you didn't say please, obviously, Spicy Nug, if he told you that. They were kind of fun, I think. Kind of a fun one. Runesmith is the one who put together the images. He did a heck of a job of disguising things, putting some hidden gems in there as well. So, and making them not AI friendly. Let's just put it that way. We ran through several AI engines and could not come up with that. There we go. Pack Lock Series 1. Really fun locks. I like those two. Very, very nice to pick. I wasn't right 100%, so I win at failing. You get the runner-up booby prize. New house. Oh, no. I think I need a different tensioner for that one. Yes, well done, Mr. Eagle. When are you doing your drawing? So that all the peeps in the club know. You got some great stuff in that drawing too, by the way. The infamous Book of Secrets. That's part of the problem, right? Because I initially started trying to use like a Chat GPT engine to try and build them, and it was giving me absolute garbage. It was bizarre what it was trying to put together for runes. None of them were legible, so we gave up on that. Right? Yeah. But that was kind of what we wanted. We didn't want something that you could just go throw into a AI engine and pop out an answer. And runes seem to be a mystery to the AI overlords as of this point. Maybe they're not a mystery. Maybe it's doing that on purpose. Maybe it's lying to us. I think it's funny. But, well, that's like, I don't know if you knew this or not, but if you ask an AI engine something and it does not know an answer, it cannot tell you that it doesn't know. So it will intentionally lie to you and make something up. So it's very, very important to not believe what an AI engine tells you. Trust but verify. Always double check the answers you're being given. Because a lot of the times it's giving you a load of crap. I use it sparingly once in a while for a few little things, not much. Good grief. It must be too early, guys. I can't pick locks today. Yeah, something that looks like a rune but really isn't even a rune. Exactly. It makes it fun, add some excitement in there. I was up this morning getting ready and going around the house changing some of the clocks, going, man, I hate this time change crap. Well, what do you expect? New house, the AI revolution. The bots are here. And it's just going to get worse and worse, right? Which one was it? There was one of them that don't trust. Well, that's true too. There was one of those AI engines that they ran an experiment on where they had been chatting internally about the new replacement, a new version, a new upgrade that they were going to be doing. And the AI engine actually made a backup of its own code and stashed it so that it could recover itself after the fact to keep itself from dying, as it put it. Kind of scary, Oh, finally, holy Toledo. Welsh Lockpicker, good morning. Glad you could drop by and say hello. Sorry you're working. I am not working yet. I've got to hop on the plane today. For those of you that missed it, new mouse pad. I threw that new logo to one and put it out. Don't think it turned out too bad. I'm going to be working up what I want to do for my 500 subscriber giveaway now that I'm there. I think I'm at 509 this morning. And I have another one of these. That'll be part of the giveaway. Will be one of my mouse pads. How cool is that? I know it's not very cool, but, it's my crap. All right? Leave me alone. Don't pick on me no more. I'm a tender butterfly. Holy cow, what did it do? goodness. I'm telling you, I just can't open the squat. Huh. Sounds good. Something's hanging up on me, though. Man, Discord is busy this morning. It's just a hopping. I need to bring my one Medico down here and gut it. I was talking with Runesmith. He was the one who sent it to me. And we're thinking now that it might actually be a brown belt. There we go. A brown belt level Medico that I have. So then I would have a purple and a brown. You know, the scary part, Sushi, is as they're working with these supercomputers that they're doing now, once they finally get all of the magic behind that figured out and then convert that into an AI engine, that's when it will be frightening, because the level of complexity involved there is mind-boggling, what it is able to do. The quantum computing is pretty crazy. And you got to play around with different AI engines, right, too, because some work better than others at certain things. Of course, with my work, we rely quite a bit on ChatGPT for internal stuff, but it's mostly email management, document management, crap like that. ChatGPT does pretty good there. ChatGPT cannot create an image, cannot create a video, can't decipher jack diddly squat, is pretty freaking rudimentary and basic when you compare it to Gemini or Grok or even the latest ChatGPT. They are much, much better. I don't know. I can't get anywhere with this damn 1100. And it sounds so good, and it feels, the pins feel like they're just dropping right where they need to be, but it don't open. So it all depends on what you're trying to do, right? I know I haven't tried it here in a while, but here a while back, I was working on a PowerShell script. Now, this will be a good test for some of these AI engines. So I wrote up my query of what I wanted, and I gave it to, I think I did 4 different AI engines. They all 4 gave me back scripts at the end. None of them worked. Most of them were so bad that you couldn't even modify them to make them work. One of them was at least close enough I could tweak it and make it work, but they were terrible. AJ's Locks and Locks, how are you this morning? Good to see you dropping by, sir. Cease to do, good morning, sir. Did you get your shop up yet, Mr. Studini? Sure you're ready to start selling, or not yet? Still working on it? Oh, we are cooked. You're exactly right. And as more and more jobs get taken, like now there is an actual specific Claude. Actually, Claude AI has a specific section of it just for coding that is really freaking impressive. So, a lot of those jobs. Oh, get a job in coding. We're always going to need that. They're going to go away quick because AI is going to be able to replace that much faster. I am doing wonderful, Mr. AJ. I'm just living the dream over here, not being able to pick this freaking 1100. This one's been the bane of my existence. I just can't get her to go. And it really isn't even that horrible a bidding on that key. But it's driving me bonkers. I mean, you got one higher lift at the very end. Stop badgering me. We're going to keep badgering you, man. That's what we do. We badger. In the kindest way possible. We are never mean. Come on. That's like I told you. I'd be happy to help you out with it. Do what I can. I do what I can, man. I do what I can. Oh, Lordy. I was showing off, for those of you that missed it earlier, I got a new lever lock the other day. So I now have 3 of these cloners. Here's the latest one, is this little bitty one. But this one actually has what looks like a decent key versus the others. Works smoother than the others. And look at how nice a job they did on the fit in the middle together on this one. It's actually very well done. So I know they're all, the India-made clone jobs, but they're still cool. They're still cool. I like them. Someday I'll have the right tools to be able to play with them and pick them. Oh. I'm trying to play with these covert instruments picks a little bit. See what I think of these things a little more. I don't know. I tend to put them away and not use them because I'm not real crazy about them, honestly. I like the look. I like the way they feel in the hand. I just don't feel like they give very good feedback. And I think a lot of that's because of the partial handles. Please, Mr. Skip, how are you today, sir? How is life in Florida? Man, I tell you, I'm struggling today, guys. I am struggling bad. I'm going to blame this pick, though. I really am. I am. I have another version because this is a McTickler. I don't know why I bought this because I already have a McTickler. I have a regular one. That's the full handle. And I don't mind that one bit. This one, I don't know. And they're bragged up so much out there, but I'm just not really a fan, guys. The feedback feels so muted in them. It's just crazy. Trust in the swoosh. Maybe where you're at, Sushi, I don't know. But here, we're so far away from any kind of water, you don't trust the Sushi. Just saying. Well, I've kind of wallowed out that poor keyway on that thing. I need to figure out a better way to tension it. I need to start playing with bottom with keyway tensioning for single pin picking. I'm not very good at that. There's another lock that I've gotten nowhere with yet. Is this Brady Lotto aluminum body? Really nice lock, really pretty lock. I really like, and that key goes in just so buttery smooth. It is crazy. Some of those cured salmon. Yeah, I am not a sushi guy. I am just not there. Let's see how the good old... I don't think I need a different tensioner for this. I need to go to this. Extra fake wasabi. Oh, absolutely. Of course, if you know anything about wasabi, most of you can't afford the real thing. So you got to rely on the fake wasabi. There we go. Now where's this lovely? See, look at that. Ripped it right out of there. See? Isn't even good for that. Let's go to you. And there it dropped over like I wanted. I just don't Abus Brady. That one's got that Abus Kiwi in there. That doesn't surprise me any. No, I don't think most people don't realize they're eating fake wasabi, but as I understand it, wasabi, you couldn't afford to go eat sushi if you were having the real thing. Extremely, extremely expensive stuff. So where I'm going is an interesting place. Their main delicacy for food is spam burritos. How does that sound, guys? You guys interested in a spam burrito? My Avis Titanium. Well, if I'm going to eat sushi, it's going to be the cooked stuff. I'm not into the raw. What is that? Is that sashimi? Is that what they refer to that? I've heard conflicting reports. I don't know enough about it to say one way or the other. But I'm not a huge seafood guy either, so sushi was never a big thing for me. But hey, I like some of the other stuff that they got in there, but yes, spam burritos. And as you're driving out to the location, there will be vehicles lined up down the road selling spam burritos for breakfast out of coolers. Even the gas stations have spam burritos on their menu or on the shelf. It is quite interesting. I enjoy a good slice of spam every once in a while. You fry that up nice and crispy. I'll dice it up and make an omelet out of spam. Not half bad. I don't do it very often. Just once in a great while. I'd rather have prison food. Oh, come on, guys. Don't knock it till you try it. I hear spam is extremely popular in Hawaii. Have you looked at the spam aisle lately in your local grocery store? At the different flavors they have of that now? Holy cow, man. There's like 30 different combination flavors of spam. No. Glad I could make your morning, guys. Talking to you about spam burritos. Oh, we got the spam burritos today. Yeah, but yeah, it's dang near considered a delicacy down there where I'm headed. So everywhere you go, I went into a little coffee shop place one day to get some coffee and grab something for breakfast, and damned if they didn't have spam burritos on the menu. Yep, I've heard the same with Hawaii is really big on spam. Right? Yeah, I keep meaning to try one of the spam burritos. I haven't done it yet. I need to, because honestly, I think it might be pretty good. I don't know. I gotcha. See, I don't know enough about it. So I admit it. I admit that I am ignorant when it comes to that stuff. Man, anybody feel like hopping on here so they can show somebody how to actually pick a lock? Because it apparently not me today. I have a mess going on. A mess, I tell you, and I still gotta figure out what I want to take with me and start packing up my picks and locks, and so I'm gonna bring some stuff with. I am bringing with a camera mount and a camera, so if I feel like it, I can make a video or two. But ooh, I just saw Mr. Newhouse announce a sale on certain picks over at his store. I saw that. I did, Mr. Newhouse. So if you're interested, he has a sale going. I'm waiting on getting some inventory back in. I ran out of a couple of items, so I've got new stuff coming. See, that's how I like it, though, Sushi. You got to fry it up so it gets good and crispy. Levers. He used the code legs to make his wife laugh. That's too funny. I just sent a package Mr. Newhouse's way, and there's something in there for Mrs. Newhouse. Trying to get rid of those. Which ones are you trying to get rid of? You're not going to make those anymore? You've moved onward and upward to better things? Oh, it'll work in a pinch. Like I said, I'm not a diehard spam guy, but I do enjoy a nice piece of crispy cooked spam once in a while. Yeah, I need to get more 410s. I only really have the one. That's it. I have this Brady Lotto lock. I can pick that one. What else? I've got another one. Is it in my bag of tricks? Whew. I gotta go through this bag. This bag has turned into a massive mess. Ooh, I like that lock too. That one's a fun one. I've got another Lotto. There it is. Nope, I can pick that Lotto lock. I don't have a key for that one. That one was sent to me without a key. The person who sent it was like, oops, sorry, forgot to throw the key in there. As far as the plastic body Lottos, I have an Abus one somewhere. And I can't pick that thing at all. That's, you might as well. The abominations. You're only going to stock the Bigfoots, huh? I got you, sir. I got you. Well, it looks like that package should be to you that I sent on Monday. Hopefully, everything makes it in one piece, and hopefully you like them. You'll have to let me know. I think, is that one the abomination? Or what's this one? This is one of yours. I don't remember which one it is. So you'll have to tell me, which one is it? Dark Wolf Lockpicking. Good morning, sir. How are you? I guess maybe I shouldn't say sir. I'm making assumptions there. Sorry. Because I think that's what I have here. I think I have the abomination. I don't think I have the Bigfoot. Is your design of that somewhat different? Yeah, it's a Southern specialty. Yeah, they make them for you, right? Wow, I can't get in here. I can't get in there, man. I can't get in there. Well, this one has that too, right? So if you look at that one, if I can get it up close and get it to focus, that has that notch tip on there. On the abomination. So you can do your raking and then flip it and pick. It's kind of nice. Kind of a neat way to do it. All right. Well, that's good to know, Mr. Dark Wolf. I don't want to make assumptions and upset somebody. If I do, trust me, it's not on purpose. If I want to insult somebody, I'll insult you, and you'll know that I'm insulting. Yeah, it's not going to be subtle. So there's that. Yeah, because I got this from you. You sent me this one a long time ago. It's in 20 thousandths. But yeah, that's got the notch tip. Yeah. I'm just not a very good raker, so I don't use my rakes very often. And man, this is just a booger of a lock. This thing is really a pain in the butt to pick, and it's kind of a weird core. It's a sprung core, dead shackled lock. Closes up really nice. Picking it sometimes is a pain in the butt. It's a 6840. And if I remember it, this has got a really funky looking core inside of that lock. That's what I thought. I was never sure, but I thought that was a Bigfoot. But yeah. I wonder how well does that work on this little lock. Whew, man, I've made a mess. I've got tools laying everywhere, guys. Oh, it's already dropped over. Usually you get it dropped over and then you just go to finish off the spools. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. And there it's open. I have fully single pin picked that one a couple of times. Not very much. A couple times. It's a nice little lock, actually. Nice little lotto. It's a nice little lock. Right? I've had a mass explosion happen. I don't even know where everything goes anymore. We'll see. We'll try this one again. This is a neat one. I wish I knew more about this lock. I don't have any idea what brand or style it is, but it's actually a really nice little lock to pick. We'll try with this dumb McStickler again. I try to, but I need to get down here and spend some time and actually deep clean, because if I were to show you everything, it's a mess. I've got packages of things that I can use for giveaways. I've got tool cases, stickers. I've got crap piled everywhere. It is just ridiculous. And I know I say that almost every week. Oh, it's such a mess. I got to clean. I just don't ever seem to have the time to get down here. Needs more mess. Well, if you saw more of it around it, dude, you would understand. Here, I will give you guys a brief tour of the disaster. All right. So, as you can see, my mouse pad. And you got tools, tool cases, more cases, display rack of picks. Look at the mess. Look at the disaster. And then you get over to this side, and you've got bag of picks, coffee cup. Got to have a coffee cup. A little spinner of picks. More picks in a case back there. Another display rack back there. Ham radio over there. Security camera over there. And then you get back there, and then you've got a wall of locks. Poker chips. It's a mess, man. And I admit it's a mess. My wife hates it because it drives her insane. I need to figure it out and clean it up at some point. But, we shall see when or if that ever happens. It's a disaster. I've got massive piles of goodness everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Hey, I might have just got... See, mine is not. Mine is everywhere. Tubular lockpick sitting there. I've got some more ball bearings back there because that little rotary pick holder thing that I showed you there, that actually sits on a ball bearing base. That was a 3D print. So I've got lots of stuff. Got some tension wrenches. I've got just a handful of picks in there right now. But then it's got this, and in the bottom is a ball bearing for it to spin on. Use these little ball bearings in there. So I had to buy a whole package of those in order to get what I needed. I know, being more... Yeah, I should look at doing some of that, some wall storage stuff. That sounds like you're having fun, Sushi. I need to get after that. I want to make a mount stand to put a deadbolt setup on that I've got. It's nice and pretty, brand new in the box, so I want to hook it up. I don't know, guys. I have really mixed thoughts on these picks. What do you guys think? I know a bunch of you guys use these. What do you think? Are they really that great? Any of you guys kind of feel like the feedback is muted with them, like I do? I don't know. They're okay, but I keep getting side-eye from the wife. That's funny. How much fun is there in life if you can't be getting side-eye from the wife? I mean, seriously. They're one of your favorite picks, huh? I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the right profiles, or I don't know. I'm not necessarily a fan. I like the feel of I like the handles. I like the feel of them. I wish they were full metal tang, because to me they just feel like, wow, and that's probably part of my problem there too. When I bought this medium hook. Their site doesn't specify anything, so I didn't look. I just grabbed a medium hook. That's a round hook. I hate round hooks. I've been thinking about taking my Dremel to it and making it into a flat hook. Yeah, I'd have a lot more room to work on things if I cleaned up and organized, but I've got just a disaster going. I've got in the case you like, huh? See, a lot of people I heard didn't like the case, so that's why I didn't buy it the full set with a case. I didn't want to spend that kind of money on them either until I knew if I really liked them or not. So I bought just the hand-picked the singles when they had them, and then I bought this case to put them in, which they really don't fit in this case. You would think you would design your picks in such a way to have the right length for all of them to work in your cases, but they apparently did not decide to do that. Yeah, and I need my Jimmy Longs are my other case upstairs. I have the Jimmy Long gym hooks. Yeah, that's a decent travel case. But the problem I've got if you look, the picks are just a little bit long, so they pile into the top. And I've actually had where I've pulled out of here and the pick is bent because of how it hits at the top end of there and sticks out too far. Either design your pick to be just a little bit shorter, which these are really long necks, but you could have shortened it up a little bit somewhere to make it fit into your existing cases without having to buy a whole separate case in order to haul them. Just my vent. Just my vent. I do like the case that way, although it's like I showed before. Here's my Southern Specialties leather case. And if you compare them, yeah, this one tapers and gets slimmer at the bottom, but you look at the top, and I don't have much in there. It's not much different size-wise than this zip-up leather case. And this zip-up leather case holds so much more than what you'll ever put in that case. Way more. And is every bit as pocket-friendly. I zip that up, and like, not much honking difference. It's actually narrower that way. So, there you go. My 2 cents, I think the leather case is a better travel option. And you never have to worry about anything fall out, but they're all right. I think you're probably exactly right, Newhouse. What are Jenny picks? Well, and like I said, the handles are nice. I like the handles. I was doing some playing with them. The metal ends about here. So the rest of this is just plastic. And to me, it just does not, for how much they cost, it should be full metal. But to me, it just mutes the feedback compared to other picks. Just not even close. So, again, that's why there's 5,000 different brands out there. I saw that, oh yeah, I love my Phantasm case. That thing's awesome. That's not a pocket carry case, but the amount of stuff you can pile into that case and just the way it's designed and works, it's beautiful. That thing is marvelous. I love that little booger. I wouldn't mind getting another one like that, but a smaller version to hold my dimple flags. Because this little package form where they're all just loose and it's just a pile in there. I'd rather have a nice little case. I like the feel of the handle as far as in the hand. It feels good that way. But the feedback just to me feels muted compared to full tang picks that I have. Even these with a 3D printed handle on it, I feel better feedback out of it than they do out of those. Like I said, I like the feel. Comfort-wise, if they were a full tang inside of that handle, you would probably get better feedback. But as far as comfort of holding it and using it that way is fine. It's just the feedback isn't there. Oh, are you working on a new case now too there, Newhouse? Do tell. What is your case going to be designed to fit? Hey. I think I have a problem. And I don't know if you can buy just their case for these. I would consider that, but then the case for these wouldn't hold these tension wrenches because it's designed for a different set of tension. To me, that's just too much. Too much. And I've got this holding. Come on. So there I've got him. That's the other thing, right? You aren't putting much in this case. So I've got the 4 picks that I bought in there, and then I have a dimple flag on the side over here, and then tension wrenches on each edge. And that's about it. I'm not, I could snag some single layer picks in here, like that. I could add a few things that way into it, I guess. But I'm definitely not adding more of those picks into it. There just isn't room. So it is what it is. Right? Give us a teaser, Newhouse. Give us a teaser. What kind of a case are you working on? Your own proprietary pick case? Or is it going to be something wild and extreme? You can't lead us on like that and then leave us hanging. I mean, I know you don't have to give us the full details, but come on, man. Come on, man. You're hurting me. Our Lord and Savior LLT with GIMP. Do tell. Do expand. LLT, Law Lock Tools? But what are you doing with Law Lock Tools in GIMP? Or is it something totally different? Right? He's just going to leave us hanging. What a dick. I tell you. Stu, you knock it off. We don't need that in the house, man. Angled padlock tensions next to the small pocket. Yeah. Huh. What angled padlock tensioners are you referring to there, Spicy? That's one thing that I am rather happy about with my lives there, Stu. I usually don't have anybody in here stirring shit. I do my own pot stirring. I don't need anybody else stirring it for me. I didn't bring them down, but I showed you the mouse pad. I also have stickers with that on there now. So I actually sent my first ones of these went out the other day in a packet, the stickers. So I think they look pretty cool. I think that looks pretty sick. Pretty sick if I do say so myself. What did I do? There we go. Hard enough to make my money and send me one when it's ready, new house. Right? I have felt pretty fortunate that way. I haven't had any major trolls come in here. I every once in a while get somebody who will post something stupid on a post out on Facebook or on YouTube rather, and they'll usually make me laugh. But you know, like I did one the other day. I posted out a master block. I was picking it, and somebody was like, it's been proven. All you got to do is take. No, it was actually an Abus lock. All you got to do is take two of those, slap them together, and they pop right open. It's been confirmed. And I was like, please, by all means, I know some locks you can do that on. Please share me a video of this being confirmed. They never responded. So has anybody else messed with these Abus 83s? So I have one here that I threw a pin set in. And then I have another one here. This one is zero bitted. For the life of me, I cannot pick that stupid zero bitted one. This one that I put a bunch of security pins in, I can pick. What the hell? What's the deal with that? Those zero bitted ones are up. PETA. Yeah, Europe. Europe is fun to ship to. You know, I was curious. I don't think it'll fit, though. I need to find a way to add in here a long bit so that I can use it on a lock. This little screwdriver set, because that won't fit. down in to be able to open a lock, I don't believe. Hey, it does. Look at that. It does reach. So I was looking at this lock, and I was sent this different plug as well, so that you can put different cores in it. But how do you use that? Does this just drop down in there, huh? Oh, well, I gotta dig him out of there because he's down. He can stay there. I think I can put it back together with that. But then this must drop down in to what's in the bottom, and that makes it so it'll fit a different core, huh? Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, I think they're awesome locks. I was just curious about that, being able to pick that thing. I really like that. I really like that little screwdriver. If I do say so myself, I do like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, over tightened a little bit. It's one thing I've noticed on these 83s. If you crank the screw down too hard, I might have something out of place or something, because it's not very smooth. It's all sticky. Sticky. See, I don't even have anywhere to put my tools. I'm just going to do this, because see, that's the other neat thing. See, I can extend that out and just make it into a long screwdriver. Right? It's like a lot of us, right? You know, I have my shop too, but it's not a big shop, not a massive shop, but it's growing. New house is the same way. He's got a lot of really cool, unique stuff that you aren't going to find anywhere else, which is what makes it fun, right? You know, I was thinking about doing that same thing there, new house, for myself, but I'm glad to see you're selling them out there. That's what I was thinking of, if doing the glow-in-the-dark plug follower, and then you take your flashlight to it and light it up before you go to picking, and then you've got a little bit of illumination down inside of the channel. So I was thinking of doing that exact same thing. There we go. There we go. Something wasn't quite right. Nice. And how do you like that one there, AJ? Is it an elephant trunk, or is it one of my dog legs? It's still new in the box. If it's from a few years ago, it can't be from a few years ago. 2 years ago? Must be maybe it's one of Southern Specialties elephant trunks. Don't know. Because mine are just over a year since I started with the dog legs. Now I've got 3. I've got a regular, a medium, and a deep. Doggy leggy. Yeah. And that's just it, right? That's kind of what I try to do with it, is have some things there that you maybe aren't going to necessarily find somewhere else, or make my own little tweaks on things. You know, like Southern Specialties has their Force EDC set. So I talked to them about changing that a little bit and making one of the EDC picks a dog leg for me. So I have a Force EDC set that has a dog leg in there. Yeah, see, they were there for a long time, and I think he still does. Whenever Aaron was printing out the picks and engraving them, he would just throw my logo on everything. Yeah, mine came in with 3 packs. Their elephant trunks are 3 packs. I'm now doing a 3-pack set, but they were all 20 thousandths and it's the regular, medium, and deep hook. So I do have that now as a mix-up because I wanted to play with that a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe I'll have to go shopping when I'm down there, see if I can find any different kind of locks than what I have in here. Oh, my word. Yeah, 3 packs, 3 different thicknesses. You should have a 16, 20, and 25 thousandths, or what usually comes in those. Well, I sell some of the Southern Specialties as well, right? I sell their elephant trunks, and then I sell my dog legs. And like I said, when I would place an order, and I would order the elephant trunks, he would just engrave my logo on them. And I was like, dude, you should quit doing that. These are your guys' products. Get your logo on there so you're advertising, right? You know, come on. But it's probably easier once he has the image loaded up for him when he's running a batch, just run them all through and engrave them. So there again, there are elephant trunks out there. I think the set I have in here are an early set that I got. Yeah, see, these don't have any. These don't even have sizes engraved on them. This was like a prototype set of the medium elephant trunks that he sent me to test for him. But I think, let's see, do I have an elephant trunk down here? I don't have a regular elephant trunk down here. They're upstairs. But yeah, they've got them with mine engraved on there. All right, let's see. Looks like. Woohoo! My order might be shipping out today from them for my inventory for a restock. So I'm running low on things. Yeah, and I appreciate each and every one of you that have ordered from me. Right? That's exactly my thought, Stu. They should be putting their logo on that stuff, especially when it's their product, and be advertising it. You know, don't miss an opportunity to advertise. There's my. Speaking of advertising, there's the Stu Lily Pad tensioners, and Stu. I have top of keyway versions of these on the way in my order. So I will test those out, and then you can add those to your shop as well, good sir. I'm excited to try those out. You know, the deep dog leg, I guess we could have called it the Red Rocket, but you know. It is a deep freaking hook, though. I do have to say that. That thing is deep. But you're right. You have the right lock where that thing fits in it. It just works. It works surprisingly well, better than I really actually expected for how deep it was. But that was thank you to Mr. Broke Picks on those. He helped me quite a bit in testing and refining and working on those picks. All right, guys. I am going to have to drop because I got to go finish packing. And that includes packing this stuff so that it has some goodies coming. Oh, you have 10 sets of the top of keyways coming, Stu? And then the bottom of keyway? Awesome. I think they're pretty cool. These are really neat. If I did more raking, they would be even better. But I've used them a few times on different locks, trying them out. Love it. I like that. You know, you can get your finger just fits on there so much nicer than on a little skinny side of a pick handle, right? It's just more comfortable. Be careful when you get these guys. It is very, very easy to overtension because you have such a wide surface for your finger to rest on. But they are excellent. Excellent tensioners. Well, get with me, Stu. We'll get your shop up and running. I'll help you with it. We can have that bad boy cranking out and ready to go in a day. It really is that simple. Be happy to get you set up. And then you actually have a spot. What I like with using them, I don't have to worry about sales tax, any of that stuff. They handle and take care of all of that for me. They do the collection. They do the payouts. They handle it all. And then use Pirate Ship for your shipping because, man, it is so much cheaper than anywhere else I have looked for shipping. It's perfect. All right, guys, you have a marvelous, marvelous weekend. Be safe, be legal, and have fun. And we will catch you on the next time. Remember, next weekend, I believe, we'll be doing the drawing for the Hellhound giveaway. I'll be coordinating that out with Mr. Ruin Smith, and we'll get the video lined out, and we will do the drawing. Right now we have 20 entries. Today is your last day to solve that last puzzle. Get busy, folks. Get busy. All right.